I should use to kill vodka.
Howdy amateurs, and welcome to a brand new video for my Zombies for Amateurs series. I'm actually clicking around, so just watch as I do this. This is just, I actually never use any of this stuff, so I don't know why I use it, but today's video, I'm doing something, surprise surprise, different than what I said I would do in my last video. I seem to be really good about doing that, where I would say I want to do something from next video, and I don't do that thing. So, I have lots of patience in this world, but I have lost patience for doing the Blood of the Dead Easter egg. I'm not saying I've given up on it entirely, but it takes me so long to set it up, and then I might get one of the challenges done before until I'm just so done with trying the Easter egg. So my patience is worn out for the Blood of the Dead Easter egg. Vanguard Zombies dropped, and if you know anything about how that's going at launch, I don't know when you might be watching this video, at what time, but if you're aware of it at all, it didn't drop with much. So there's not really anything for me to make a video about that's going to interest me or be anything really similar to what I've cared to do for my videos, because there's just nothing there. So here I am, and I'm actually hopping into a map that I haven't hopped into any of these maps ever. But I've never played the original 5, and I didn't play the original map that was based off of, and I know Nuketown. But I've never dropped in 5, and I kind of wanted to do a last as long as you could game. I never actually had an appreciation for that before until Cold War, so I can actually thank Cold War for giving me appreciation for going for high rounds. And as you may or may not know, the Easter egg for Classified is a round 55, or a round 150 Easter egg. So I'm going to get myself ready for that game. You know what, I'll explain why I'm changing this, and I'll get that going. So, I have a couple of goals that I'm reaching, or attempting to reach in this game. Actually, I've never seen this intro either. Wow, this is actually really cool. It just blows me away how much of the zombies community I'm super into, and there's still stuff like the intro to a map that I've just never seen before. Okay, and this is just going through like what a lot of the Black Ops 1 story. I'm super entranced with this. Yeah, this is just, it's a Black Ops 1, like, story. If I remember right, that's Dr. Gersh. Or Maxis, I don't remember. Wow, actually, that was really cool. I really appreciate that. Okay. My goal in this video. First off, I wanted to make another video because I haven't done it in more than a week. Blood of the Dead Easter egg was frustrating me, so I stopped doing that. Vanguard didn't give me anything, and while I've slowly been prematurely dipping my feet into the Minecraft wanting to make videos, I'm not quite there yet, just because I know the Easter egg's gonna drop soon, and it's still more than a month until the Five Nights at Freddy game drops, so I can't make videos about that, of course. So I was just sitting here and I wanted to hop into a long round game, but I didn't want to do Cold War, and then I was like, oh, there's an Easter egg you can do in Black Ops 4 that's just a high round game, and the chances of you getting your first I don't think I've gotten past like round 80 by myself in a game ever, if that just attributes you to like how not professional I am at this game. But what I'm going to do in this video is, I just did one of my first things and explain where I'm at again. I think I'm going to, and I have OBS, I have Mr. Dialect's JD's full guide that I just ran through and got like a little idea of this game, and I'm familiar myself with that. So what I'm going to attempt to do is do the side Easter egg to get the Winter's Howl, and then just survive as long as I can. I will of course not upload 6 hours of me trying to do a high round. After I get the Winter's Howl and set up, I'll cut the video, and whenever I die, I'll just show at what point I died, and you know, maybe I get the ending cutscene, maybe I don't. That is not that important to me at this time. I just kind of wanted to play. Okay, it's a bit louder. Sweet. And that's what that's kind of here what I'm here for. So an explanation of this. So, like I said, I'm going to do the attempt to do the Winter's Howl Easter egg. I have never done this map before. This is my first time ever jumping into it. As you can tell, by being entranced by the intro.
Why are you so damned persistent? What on earth could possibly be more important than my work? Oh, I know what it is. If this is about the broken server, we are aware of the issue, and we will have it by Tuesday. So
what I'm doing currently is a little side Easter egg that is good for getting a lot of points early on. So I'm just clicking, like, knocking on the door and bothering the guy, and eventually, like...
Good heavens, man! Have you no reason? Are you deaf? Can you not comprehend the importance
he'll
of
send
my
some
work?
stuff after me.
This isn't
And then,
just America's
I want to be honest, I'm going to be flipping back and forth between this game and Mr. JD's guide, because I'm still familiarizing myself with the map, and kind of a side thing that I didn't realize I did with these videos is, while I do think I'm slightly better than the most casual player, I'm obviously not a professional, so I can't just hop on there and just do Easter eggs like on stream live like some people can do. But
He said, leave him alone!
I can kind of interpret what a kind of dedicated, slightly like casual, slightly higher than casual. Let me turn that audio back down. Like a dedicated, slightly higher than casual person could, how using the guides of the community, like how well that kind of can come through and work for people. So like I obviously have my way of doing things, and my persistence could just keep myself from doing things the way the guide said I should do them.
Okay.
understandably so.
Little tutti fart.
But it's kind of like, hey, if this person who really likes the game has trouble with this map, and I can do it or do better, like, or like maybe I can't do as well. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it could, at the very least, this could be a solid interpretation for how these guides and games could work out for you. So while what I'm thinking is going to happen is the Winter's Howl is going to be like a little tedious, not the most easiest wonder weapon I've ever gotten, but it'll be like a fairly easy thing to do. I just kind of have to do it. And then with the high rounds, it's going to be like more difficult, however. And it's just going to give you a gauge for like, wow, this is how this guy did it. And I think I've made enough videos at this point where it's like, oh, this is about how good he is. You know, you can. I think I've mentioned it in videos before, but I have this like theory about how like we should like rate maps to tell people like what they're good for people. I don't know. I'll probably, while I'm mindfully doing stuff later, I could talk more about that. I can talk more about that later. But I don't know. If more people start watching these videos, that might be a good thing for y'all to do. Is give me feedback on, oh, your video actually does tell me whether or not this map is good for me as a player or not. So I think I know I'm supposed to go in here and like take the elevator, but I'm actually going to pause the game and go back and look at this video right quick.
You can use
So he did the Easter egg.
So what we're going to be working on now, they can sort of trap you, and I mean it does eventually. Not going to be one we're going to use a lot in this map, because once you have the power on, it's going to be a lot more useful for us to get around. So we're down here, we're going to open this for 750, and then we're going to have to go over and also buy this debris, and then buy the elevator again for 500 points. That's going to take.
I'll try not to just flip back and forth between the game too much, just because I'm just really just getting more used to how this map, like I said. Oh, power. Cool. That's nice.
Entire government facilities rely on single power switch. Seems like poor planning.
Very American. That's funny. Like it's generally like German engineering. It's a big deal. Okay, before I start buying things, let's.
Take us all on first, and we are good to go. So what we're going to be working on now is, now that we've got power on, you can see we can use these teleporters, and they're going to be at the second level that we were just on before. That's going to take us back to the second level, because there's all sorts of pack-a-punch. I'm going to start with the first, but you're going to have to buy this the more.
Because okay, now it's time to open the pack-a-punch. Pretty easy, pretty easy. Oh, I think I actually have to go into that room. This is not the morgue, but here I am. That was a waste of points. That's okay. Where's... here we are. Hello. Very sad. There's a part around here somewhere. Oh, I hate that. Oh, there's this part.
Maybe I used to make cup, not to hold anything.
Oh, that's for
just like cups.
Buildable stuff later. You. Hold on.
Morgue, and our part be another spawn or order, but we're going to start with the first, which you're going to have to buy this, the morgue.
So I'm not in the morgue. I just bought somewhere. See, guys, already confusion. Here's the morgue. Maybe I could read. That'd be useful. There it is.
America Broken scientists make many dangerous things.
There could be another spawn at it, but around for 2, back up to the first 4, just circular part. One spawn can be right there. Shelf out that part, and as you can see, we've got 2 parts right here. I don't really understand why we've got. We're going to use this, going to give us access down the map in any Pack-a-Punch. Activate the 5 Defcons, which use this to head. I think it really is just like try out, like, hey, hello doggy. One spawn can be right around. All right, to the first floor again. And if you're hanging around on a round for 2, I think it's just try out. Just one we're going to be getting for is this really big. Just another spawn can be lying in the corner. So just pick up. It really is just like try out. Like, now we're going to activate the 5 Defcons, which is going to give us access to the Pack-a-Punch, which is going to be all.
I think I missed a part here.
5, so have to run to that one. That'll be the last one. Bang in the server room on the more for Defcon 5. You can see any teleport around, and as you can see, panic room and that shelving unit reveals itself, and we now have a part. So now there we go. We have all the parts now.
So let me look at the order for the Defcon, and I can go back to my normal
panic
gameplay.
The panic wall here. We're going to have a 4th Defcon server room. We're going to have to run to that one last because. So the idea is we want to get to Defcon order. Just the Defcon is going to give us access to the Pack-a-Punch, which is going to be awesome. So these Defcons are going to be switches around the map in this war room only. So we see that we'll adjust the Defcon level to Defcon 2. And each time you press one of these buttons in any order, it's going to add the Defcon level up a little bit. So the idea is we want to get to Defcon 5. So we're going to leave that one last because obviously if we hit 1, we're going to have to run to that one. That'll be the last one. We can go straight in that teleport. We're going to open this, which is the server room. And right slap bang in the server room on the wall here, we're going to have a 4th Defcon. So now we've got Defcon 4, we now just need one more for Defcon 5. And it's going to take us to a special room called the Panic Room. As you can see, any teleport around the map will now take you to the Panic Room, but we're going to use that one because it's super close. And as you can see, Panic Room and that shelving unit
so it doesn't matter.
reveals
Let's do
itself,
that one last.
and we now have a part. So now there we go. We have
we build
all
it
the part.
and
That one is shut. It's going to go down and down.
Put it back
so
on there.
we're going to head straight back up to the top of the. There's 2 buildable benches on the map.
I
One
think I know what's
upstairs
going
and
on
one.
now. So if you didn't get what was going on with my flipping around, what my next goal is to pick up that Pack-a-Punch. I want to pick up the parts that I need to get into the Pack-a-Punch place. And if I'm correct, the way to do that... Oh, I need to go to the chair. So I have to wait. Okay. So I'll pick up some places here and there. What was that? I'll gladly pick up a shield part, even though... Whatever. Chair. If you didn't know, the Pack-a-Punch place is actually at the Moon Pack-a-Punch place, which I found really cool. Like there's a lot of like stressy stuff right now about places reusing assets for games and people being sad. Like Black Ops 4 gave us a lot of reused zombie maps to make newer zombie maps, but I feel like they did a good job of it because they still gave us new chaos maps, but like that was still sad for those who liked why is there, I don't know, that's still sad for people who liked this is this place. I just, oh my god. Okay. Which, if you didn't like the chaos, you're sad that you weren't getting anything very new for either story. But it's a lot better than, in my opinion, than what Cold War and even now Vanguard is doing, where they're reusing a lot of campaign and multiplayer assets to make it just feel like they're putting random zombies in those assets and calling it zombie maps. Which people like, Cold War is really well received, but I just prefer the Black Ops 4 version of doing this than than not, if that makes sense. So a little bit of opinionation. Why? That's the wrong side? Is it on the other side? Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, is it this one? Clearance unnecessary. Okay. Oh, yeah. Boop. Nice.
Scientists are messy people. They leave their waste everywhere.
No, I think I need to bring it back to 1. Please don't do this right now. Okay. Now I'm unsure about what to do. Do I just wait?
One down. We're just going to choose this one because it's the cheaper debris. The signal at 500. Right in the spawn room, we can go ahead and build our teleporter
So
signal
where's the,
amplifier.
Just at the chair place?
We're going to go to a buildable
Okay.
bench, which is going to be...
Cool. Please don't change. Oh, you changed. So I think I might actually make a post on the Big Zombies Reddit community articulating this, and I might have mentioned it in an earlier video, but something that I would find interesting to do that the community could like work on is like a grading system, even though it's I know this is super subjective and might not work the way we want it to, but like a grading system for zombies maps that like as a community regulated way to be like, okay, this thing is like, this map is X, Y, and Z like difficult. And I'll explain in a second, my brain's elsewhere. So, so among like a bunch of different games, we have various, yeah, this is where I wanted to be. We have various
Device changes teleporter? Could it teleport
okay,
vodka here?
that's Area 51. Then I need to, well, I just want to just hang out. Oh, fuck. I want the pack lunch machine. I'm sad. So among a bunch of different games, we have a bunch of different zombie maps that have different various levels of difficulty, even among the same game. And like to be able to say you got like round whatever on one map might not necessarily mean the same thing as a different map. And there's probably a conflation about, oh, you know, I don't care that you got to this round if you did on this map or X, Y, you know, yada yada yada. If like, I'm trying to think of like a comparative way, and so I don't know how many people like still play chess anymore, but if you, oh, I need to do DEFCONs for this work. If you were a player of the chess, one way they track how good you are in chess is like something called like the FIDE system. I think I remember that correctly. And there's different iterations of this from like fantasy football and shit. Because it's hard to subjectively compare one person against another person and how well they play chess. You know, it's just a super difficult thing to do. So they do is track your chances of beating someone of how well they've played against other people. Which I know sounds weird, but after playing like a bunch of like over and over again, you might lose against such and such people and win against such and such people, and that's recorded. And since chess is being played over a long period of time, they've recorded this, and people are assigned numbers. And then and if you have a lower number than someone, it kind of says, oh, you have less of a chance to beat someone than you're to win them. But if you do beat them, your number goes up and their number goes down. And it's a bit more complicated than that, but it makes sense because it exists. I think if we assigned all the maps in Call of Duty with a number system like that, and because we must have like record of tons of people playing these games, and go, oh, okay, you were able to do this on this game, therefore you should be able to do this on this other map, you know. And it's weird because you could play like the normal way on one map and be chill, and play like a harder way or like a glitchy way, and so it might not be perfect. So you might have like different variations of a map number. You're like, oh, this method, if you get this far, it takes this much skill. But so it'd have to be like bartered and definitely regulated. But I feel like there's still some merit there for how useful that system could be. So I'll definitely make a post about it later, and could be cleared up with some opinions in the public. Okay, so back to what I'm doing in this game is I'm flipping rounds, and the more time you spend here, the more of this debris that gets moved up. So every so often, you will have, like every 3 rounds you spend in here, more of this debris will move. So the first debris will move here, and that's part of the process of getting the Winter's Howl. And I'm just getting the points to get stuff before actually doing any of the other Easter egg steps. But really, like, it's not like a difficult Easter egg, it's just knowing like what exactly to do. It's not like challenge based. Fire sale. Oh, they changed that thing. I'll definitely pack one something else later, but just while I have fire sale going.
Nikolai just want to escape place without Takio vomiting all over him again.
Well, that was fun. That's what I get for being overconfident, but that's cool. That happened. This is fine. So I'm just gonna like leave all but one zombie and then run away and go get some shit done.
You think you kill Nickel? Shit, you smell terrible.
Oh, it packs the knife? Ooh, that's useful. Didn't know it did that. Okay, let's get the flip out of here. Okay. So now there's like 4 numbers I need to go get around the map, and I'm gonna go figure out where they are now.
We're going to choose this one because it's our telepad that will allow us to take us straight to the pack up. Yes, it did. But there we go.
That's him opening a pack,
On
and
5 on the
clearing
map.
up some stuff.
You can set on the
That's
see if we
cool.
can find a knife on it. Load out, and you're going to need a normal stick like I will use. On stick, I'll just start with a little bit.
This is him doing what I just did.
Once getting used by this minute, all the zombies that are a bit hard at the start, sort of good. Onto DEFCON already did. All right, there we go. So build the shield. So I'm going to leave these zombies as size as possible here. Now, come on, Bull's bench. That would either be there, which it is.
I need to go run around there again.
Second part location can be near the shield part. Is that? Oh no, it's not. Is it going to change? No. Bam. Right there by the main teleporter, which is sweet. Another location can be for the. We've got that in the. That's going to take us to the lower levels of the laboratories. I'm going to go ahead and get this last shield part. So, just so you guys don't get confused, I'm going to start from the power switch. There can be one part just kneeling against
time,
that.
not Winter's Howl time. Very well then. I'm not too sad about that. I didn't realize like that 5 was as small as the map it is. Like I actually appreciate that. So I feel like I can, you know, I didn't realize it was as small as it was because it's you know it's the Black Ops 1 map. It always just seemed so much bigger. But we're just dealing with a couple of knocks put together. Come on, where's that room he was talking about? What did I just get? Oh, that part I was looking for. Okay, let's get out of here. Where was that last part you just found?
There, it's not there, so we can. If it is not there, the north lab, very simple. Selves the shield, which is going to be this one through the morgue. But if it is not there, the next part can be kneeling against here, which it is. Morgue out to. Very simple. But now we've got that done, we can go ahead. If it is.
Oh, the
I'm going to go ahead and get this last
part. I really just need to stop randomly jumping into that, the teleporter. Okay. Oh, it's a zombie zone. I forgot. I mean, that makes sense. That it would do that. Chair? Shit, switch. Okay, wait for a second. Can I have a chair? Can I have the chair? Can I have the chair? There you are. Okay, so I should have paid more attention about the part locations, but I'm gonna do what I do best, and it's called hugging walls looking for part prompts. Oh, that's shotgun. Chill out, Mike. Run around inside of here. No luck. Let's try in here then. Nice. Okay. There's another buildable somewhere.
By the Black Ops 4. My name is Mr. Dalek JD, and welcome to the necessary order in which teleport is now red, which means we can't use it straight away. Easy. You just want to go. It can be kneeling against this thing, and here is our
That's down in the lower section again.
Craft the riot shield. So there we go. Got a shield. Easy. We can craft up this door here.
Coolio.
His useful
Time
invention.
for
Why, I
DEFCON, like getting numbers and shit. Not even. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. It just makes a big circle. Like, okay, supposedly it's like you don't need the explosive weapon, but like someone in the comments said you did. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Right, now, go, we could probably do it. Start with the war room right here. Right, now we've gotten that key, we want to go back to the machine. There is a key we can pick up. Right, now
So
we've
I guess
gotten
I'll just
now
follow
red,
this
which means we
guide,
can't.
which is not to be here right now.
not my vodka.
I'm gonna switch lab. I don't want to be in the lab. Cool. Where are the keys are in like side of right inside of one of these branching off rooms. You can get out of my way. There it is. I want to go back to the chair room. Got one of the desks.
I am starting to think German doctor not so, how you say, stable.
Okay. That is where the no, sir. Okay, that makes sense. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's Derice 3341. Let me write that down. I recommend if you're attempting us to do this too, like, definitely write this kind of stuff down. Derice 33 what? 3341. Let's see what dialect does next.
Want to run in track button and 48, trying to show all these. Any order is we are going to go back down to walkthrough stuff today, and right where we picked up our shield part, there's going to be this window here. You just want to chuck a series of grenades outside in this window, and as you can see, it spawned an image on the side here. I can never get the exact right angle of them.
That's what I'm going to do then. Go to the laboratory. Boom. Well, let's hope my wreath fires actually works for this step. Would be sad if it doesn't. It's like down here.
Is pus filled? Can you not just bleed like normal healthy? 6 white, it's harder.
I really don't have to restart this and have to use my bloody grenades to do it. Okay, I'm just gonna... Yeah, it's gonna give you that wreath fire here in a second. Okay, I just wanted to look up here in a moment what... if you can use the wreath fires. Because it's gonna suck if I can't. Okay. classified wonder weapon E. Can you use wreath fire? I know that's spelled wrong. Well, I'm going to stop this video here, and when I get back to this step, I'll do all the same things leading up to this point, and I'll just keep talking from this point. I'm really sad. I'll be back with y'all. Hey guys, when I started recording from this point, I decided to not record my voice. I just wasn't feeling it, because I was just kind of going through the motions. So I'm going to voice over some of the parts of this gameplay and not voice over some other parts. I'm just doing it as I see fit, because at this point it's just a longer kind of process. So what I'm just kind of showing from here is that the differences in the game is I'm on the same round, and instead of packing punching my pistol like I did before, I spent the money on the weapon I have now, which is a wall weapon, and you can see that I'm using a different grenade. At that point, I wasn't really prepared to do that part of the Easter egg. But I showed that I started in kind of the same place. So I'm kind of going right now to head to the Pack-a-Punch, and then I'm going from there. Cool. Now that I have gotten to the Pack-a-Punch, I actually spent a couple rounds here, like I did in my earlier game, and got that bonfire sale, and then used this opportunity to pack this weapon. I chose to do this because I wanted to get that area that allows me to get to the wonder weapon open, and, free better weapon. I was chilling. So right after this, I'm actually going to go about and actually do the Easter egg properly. I just wanted to spare y'all, that 7 minutes of gameplay. And I might do a couple more cuts than I generally do from this point on, just because when I go around looking for the numbers, there are times where I have to go back to a number and run around and look at it a couple times, because I couldn't always tell what the background picture was. And in the guides I was using, they literally just go, oh yeah, the picture from this area, and I was actually trying to figure out what was in the picture, which is technically important for Easter egg, but the guides I were using didn't care to discern that. So there are some weird points why I'm just running around and creating unnecessary gameplay. So I'll try to cut that for y'all, but I'm trying to also not deviate from my original. I'm proving that I can actually do all this and not making weird cuts and everything per my philosophy. So I'm gonna slow down here and pick it back up where I start doing actual Easter egg stuff again. Very good. So I'm now actually headed to do actual Easter egg stuff. This is the next round. I've cleared out a couple of zombies, and this is the pinning step. So here I have a packed weapon. So I shot 1, 3, 2, 4, and it showed me a number. So this is me pausing, writing in the number, and then I try to look closer at the picture a couple of times, but the guides kind of tell you what order, like I said before, what order, where you got them, not necessarily the picture. So if you're trying to figure out the Easter egg without a guide, then you would look closer at what the picture is. But here, just note how I got the number, because if you're following the same guide I did, then they just tell you, oh yeah, now you use the number you got from the paintings. So I just switched around on accident. Well, it was a dog round, so I didn't have much of a choice. And I'm going to move on and try to get to the next number. So if I'm correct here, the next number I'm going for is the bomb window step number. And if I remember correctly, I spent a long time like running around here because I just, for some reason, could not find that window. So I might stop my recording here and just skip ahead a little bit and see how long it actually takes me to figure this out.
A lot of new styles of content
in order for this to work, which is fine. Doesn't really matter that we got them wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and get the DEFCON 5 lifted by just letting time run out. And yeah, we'll be back in a moment so we can input this DEFCON sequence. Okay, so for this to work, we're going to need to activate the DEFCONs in a specific order. Now, funnily enough, I actually gave you the right order earlier in the video, but I didn't know I was actually doing it. I completely forgot that was the correct order. So the first one we want to be hitting for this sequence to work is this DEFCON we're here, which is furthest from the stairs. So wants to get on DEFCON 2, this one right here, run into the server room, and that's going to be our second DEFCON we're going to be hitting for this order to work. So run right in here. There we go, we got that one. There's, so this one right here. And then finally, the last one, we're going to be going right of the elevator. Now, we're going to be going in the panic room for this one, not the pack-a-punch area. So don't take this teleporter. Simply run into the server room or anywhere else on the map that has a teleporter. And if you've got this symbol, that means it's going to be the panic room.
I do not trust Richtofen. I do not believe he has best intentions for us.
So if we this here, this combine. So this is all going to be different in your game, but the sequences of the codes we're putting in always stays the same. Now I'm actually going to try and get to the end of the round before I down, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Unlike the MX9 on the wall, or the gun that I have, or even the KN off the wall right there, you're going to need a bullet weapon in order to shoot these. But the order we're going to be shooting each code is going to be the one we got from the paintings from the presidents. That's going to be the first code we put in. Then the second one is going to be the main officer's drawer, which we opened to start things off. Then it's going to be the one we got down in the laboratories by throwing the grenades in the barrier. And then last but not least, it's going to be the panic room. That's going to be the order of the code.
I like Nikolai. His attraction to progressive socialist ideology is understandable, very appealing. I recognize some locations. Is the American government watching us? I should use to chill vodka. Banging, banging, banging! Why so loud? Don't you have softer hammers?